Welcome to another edition of Winthrop Close Up. I'm Jason Lee.
And I'm Tiffany Thomas. Thanks for joining us. Winthrop police are still looking for an arsonist suspected of starting fires on campus last weekend. Residents at the courtyard were awakened early Sunday morning by the sound of a screaming fire alarm, only this time it was not a drill. According to Winthrop police, someone set 2 bulletin boards in a 50-foot radius on fire. The fire broke out around 4 a.m. on the 4th floor of the courtyard. Residents evacuated the building and remained outside for nearly 2 hours.
And when I opened the door, I saw flames coming in my door, and I saw ash on the ground.
I was upset to know that somebody would intentionally set the hall on fire, set these boards on fire, and then...
Estimated damages to the building are unknown at this time, and there are no leads in the case. The fire is still under investigation, and if you have any information, please contact Sergeant Richardson with the Winthrop Police Department at 323-3333.
Students who complain about Winthrop's lack of social appeal may need to look again. Aaron Russell reports on the downtown area is taking a breath of fresh air.
Despite rumors, Rock Hill Roasting Company has made the decision to keep its doors open and welcomes its neighboring restaurants. Support and a huge response from students was the key part of the owner's decision to keep the popular hotspot open. Some changes have been made in order to keep the business going, such as plans to change the name, as well as a possible sushi bar. The business also plans to host the largest Christmas party in Rock Hill following the annual Christmas parade on December the 3rd. Plans to increase the amount of entertainment and art showcased every week is now underway.
We are strategizing to become one of the cultural hotspots of Rock Hill.
Despite Rock Hill Roasting Company staying open, there has been a recent spurt of restaurants opening in downtown like Taste Buds and McHale's. Some have already been in Rock Hill for a short time, such as the Station and Kinch's. The arrival of these restaurants to downtown may bring some strong competition.
We don't consider it competition at all. I think the more restaurants and the more hip, avant-garde type businesses that are downtown, the more all of our businesses are going to thrive.
All of these restaurants are within walking distance of each other and are located close to Winthrop's campus. So if you want a bite to eat, a job, or want to showcase your artistic talents, take a trip to Rock Hill's downtown. When you make it to Rock Hill's growing downtown, be sure to check out the Rock Hill Roasting Company's second attempt at business, as well as some of its neighboring restaurants. For photographer Justin Bridwell, I am Aaron Russell, reporting.
Shh. That's the sound you normally hear when you go into the library. That was not the case on November 12th, Veterans Day. Dascus Library was buzzing with an activity in honor of veterans. The library will house the transcripts and recorded conversations of veterans in the Carolinas like Bill Cook.
It's interesting to go back and see what we have done and what we wish we had done.
With the goal of recording all the veterans' experiences, the Veterans History Project has found sponsorship with the Library of Congress. The exhibit is currently on display and more volunteers are needed to help. Find and talk to veterans about the project to view the exhibit or to get more information, drop by Dascus Library.
Another new exhibit on campus is currently on display in Rutledge Hall. The new exhibit by art and design professor Mike Levine opened at the Winthrop University Galleries on November 8th. Levine's work, titled Precious, features millions of brightly colored tropical wood shavings that he hand-formed and are held together by friction. This and other exhibits are open to the public free of charge, weekdays from 9 until 5.
Coming up next, learn how to erase library fines with a can of food.
And we'll have a list of this week's free cultural events. We'll be right back. Want to get rid of your library fines and help someone at the same time? Dascus Library is having its second annual Food for Fines food drive, November 10th through December 12th. Dascus Library is waiving late fees for each non-perishable item donated to Food for Fines. Take all food donations to the circulation desk and fines will be waived according to the schedule posted. Replacement fees for books cannot be waived. All donations go to help the Harvest Food Bank of Metrolina. Last year, students donated over 650 pounds of food. This year, Dascus hopes to give 2 large donations during the Christmas and Thanksgiving holidays. Coordinator Carrie Volk said the response has been excellent. So far, they've received approximately 115 pounds of food. For more information, call the circulation desk at extension 4502.
Winthrop Greek organizations put their talent on display recently, a part of growing Greek tradition. The second annual stroll-off was held by the ladies of Sigma Gamma Rho and took place at the National Guard Armory. The purpose of the stroll-off was to raise funds for the Blackman Road and also for fraternities and sororities to showcase their talent to those who were non-Greek. Troy Spry of Kappa Alpha Psi fraternity explains why the stroll-off is important.
I believe the purpose of the stroll-off is to show people around campus that are not Greek that we can have friendly competition. You know, that everything between all the Greek organizations is not always beef.
In the male competition, Alpha Phi Alpha took home the bragging rights. Delta Sigma Theta won the female competition, and the brothers of Kappa Alpha Psi and the sisters of Sigma Gamma Rho won the best collaboration.
Thanksgiving is a wonderful time to see family and friends, but it's also the time when Hollywood unleashes its latest creations. Renard Gatson has a story on the season's box office hits.
His story is famous, and his victims are numerous. Yes, Chucky's back, but this time, there's no child's play.
What the hell is going on in here? She came on to me.
In the movie, Chucky stars in his own film, but unsurprisingly, he does a killer job at acting.
In Planned Parenthood, timing is everything, so you'll have to hurry. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
Continuing from The Bride of Chucky, the movie finds Chucky and his bride and partner in crime, Tiffany, trying to reproduce.
Oh, God bless the little people.
But taking the #1 slot at the box office for movies literally goes to The Incredibles, a movie from the same makers of Finding Nemo.
That's fine. Can break through a wall in this game.
And when interviewed, the heroes show true character.
No matter how many times you save the world, it always manages to get back in jeopardy again. I feel like the maid. I just cleaned up this mess. Could we keep it clean for 10 minutes?
I'm at the top of my game. I'm right up there with the big dogs. Girls, come on. Leave the saving the world to the men? I don't think so.
Super ladies, they're always trying to tell you their secret identity. They can strengthen the relationship or something like that.
As Walt Disney presents a new Pixar animation studio film, The Incredibles follow the adventure of a family of former superheroes rediscovering the true source of their powers.
Honey, where's my super suit?
What?
Where is my super suit?
You need to know.
You tell me where my suit is, woman!
With the humor of The Incredibles and both the horror and the humor in Seed of Chucky, the upcoming theatrical release this Thanksgiving is sure to leave you full of choices. With photographer Jason Lee, this is Renard Gatson reporting.
When we come back, Johanna Schneider tells us about the volleyball team's record-shattering season.
And we'll have your cultural events calendar. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. I'm Johanna Schneider with your Eagle Sports Update. The Winthrop volleyball team is well on their way towards their 3rd conference championship. The top-seeded Eagles swept Radford in the first round of the Big South Conference tournament. With the victory, the team set a new single-season wins record. The Eagles are now 29-2 for the year. Winthrop advances to play number 5 seed Liberty in a semifinal match. The semis and the title match will be played at the campus of UNC Asheville. The Eagles need just 2 more wins to secure their 3rd consecutive conference championship and NCAA tournament appearance. As basketball season heats up, Matt Tollison brings you the story on the new era of Winthrop's women's basketball.
Bud Childers has received national attention for his ability to rebuild programs. Some schools on his resume include Murray State, Louisville, and James Madison University. This 2004 season, Childers looks to add Winthrop to his impressive resume. Just 1 year ago, the Lady Eagles were winless on the road. This year, 4 of the first 5 games are on the road, and Childers says you've got to play the hand that's dealt.
A point of emphasis because we have the schedule, we got to go with it, and we'll just play it the best way we can.
The schedule will not be easy as the Lady Eagles have a meeting with Ivory Latta's UNC Tar Heels, currently ranked number 12 in the nation. The Lady Eagles are led by senior guard Katie Kilcullen. Last year, Katie had a career-best 6.2 points per game. Sophomore guard Ganae Moore is another Lady Eagle to watch. Moore led the team in scoring, averaging 10 points per game last season. It's out with the old and in with the new, and Bud Childers begins his first season as the head coach of the Winthrop Lady Eagles, and right behind me is the place to be, the Winthrop Coliseum. Get your tickets now. Contact the athletic department at 323-2129, or you can order them online at winthropeagles.com. And students, it's scot-free for you to be out here, so get your butts out here and support Bud Childers and the Winthrop Lady Eagles. With photographer Johanna Snyder, I am Matt Tollison reporting.
That's your Eagle Sports Update. Here's your cultural events calendar.
I'm Crystal Satterwhite with your cultural events calendar. Seniors, time is running out on your cultural events if you want to graduate in December. Here's a few suggestions to get on track for graduation. The Winthrop Flute Choir is performing on November 21st in Burns Recital Hall at 8 p.m. Admission is free. The Winthrop Chorale is also giving a free performance. They'll perform in McBride on November 22nd at 8 p.m. The Senior Dance Showcase takes stage from December 3rd through the 4th in Johnson Theater. Admission is $5 with a student ID. That's your cultural event calendar. Seniors, it's time to stop slacking.
Thanks, Crystal. That's all for this edition of Winthrop Close Up. Join us next week for the scoop on finals, basketball, and Christmas break. I'm Jason Lee.
And I'm Tiffany Thomas. Have a wonderful and safe Thanksgiving holiday.
Thanksgiving means to me is just getting with your family and your friends and just being with them, especially now that you're in college. You don't get to usually see your family a lot. So I think it's just being with them, eating, and just realizing what all you're thankful for.
Thanksgiving is a time to get together with family and friends and just to share in each other's company and to enjoy the food that's prepared and to get together with togetherness.
Thanksgiving is spending time with my family and getting together, having a big meal,